Sorry, Boxy says, sorry I'll be at work. I wanted to stop in and give a thumbs up and wish you the blessed night. Share your passion. Appreciate it, Boxy. And mad props to Boxy Outdoors. Had me on the other day, or I think it was yesterday or the day before. Might have been this weekend. I can't remember. But I was on his channel, so if you go over there, check out his live feed. If it's posted, you'll see me on there kind of hanging out with him. Gave him a shout out. Great guy. Go check him out. Today, I got a little different subject to talk about. GT Outdoors. Hey, man, I just replied to your email like 10 minutes ago. So I'll definitely, that's a yes to your email. Let's just put it that way without getting into details yet. I told you why here in a minute, or in the email. So I'll feature this stuff basically and use some of it this year. The address is there too. That kind of gives away what you're doing, but I want to talk a little bit about FedEx again. So my package is in Portland, right? 20 minutes away from me. It's been there for 3 days. It's supposed to be come Sunday. It was in Portland Sunday. At the destination to ship out to me or go out to deliver. Monday comes. It's still there. It could be delivered to my house at that point because it's at the right facility. Tuesday comes around today. Still at the facility. Doesn't say it's on the truck. So, and it's supposed to be here today. So that's 3 days late. My last, buckets were 14 days since they shipped. So don't ship anything FedEx. That's just what I'm saying. Do not ship anything FedEx. UPS is on time. USPS is on time. Avoid FedEx at all costs. They're a disgruntled mess right now. Yeah, check it out. That might sound good. So I want to talk a little bit. I know I talked yesterday about some longer earth anchors, and I think GT was in here. He asked, well, what do you use? Well, this is a Conbear, right? It's the 160. But what I got on it is about 25 to 30 inches of cable. This one was one of my first stakes. So I was a tag-in. I don't like tag-ins anymore. I don't put them on there. But one of these, stick it in the ground. I don't have a driver for it, so I take the 3/8 and 3 bar, stick it in the mud, pound it all the way in, and that's what I do. And I have it attached with a, of course, it's attached to the safety hook here. I have it wrapped around with a quick link right there, and then I just wrap around, turn it around, and stick it in the hole here between the spring and the bar. And then I put in this bar there, right? See, it's in there. And turn it. I'll try to see if I can do this right. Turn this. I'll try to get it in there. And then get on this side of the bar, so through the bar. And then twist it. So now it's twisted. So it's stuck there, right? It's through and stuck there. So now it's not going to go anywhere. So it's a nice little packageable package to put into your pack basket. Put it in there like that. Put the driver in there, and then you put a bunch of them there. I use the H stands like this. They go right in there. People say the Bliles don't fit on H stands. That's a load of garbage because they don't fit on there when the springs are compressed all the way. But if you open the jaws just a little bit, and it's there's these two go together. That's where it has problems when they're closed, completely locked together. If you open the jaws up a little bit, these separate enough that you can slide them over this on both sides and you slide it in. Then you bend it down, right, after setting them and locking the trigger and the safety, it fits on there. That's the way you need to do it. Compress the springs, jaw open a little bit, slide it on, and press it and lock it. That way it's squeezed onto here, and when they fire, it fires right off the stand. And they do fit on stands. Some companies say, no, the Bliles don't fit. They do. You just need to be a little smart about it and be, like I said, they fit on there, but you have to, when you compress the jaws, right, open them up a little bit, slide it on, fit both of these hooks between the springs, and then shut it and lock the trigger. And then you can push on and push the springs down, push it in, and it'll be fine. It'll stay right there. And I think it gives a more solid grip on the stand. The trap's more solid than it would be if they're actually loose. So I think the Bliles fit better on the H stands than regular traps. So regular traps have a little bit loose. Bliles grab these and they grip right on the ground. So the Bliles real solid on the stand. They don't go anywhere. So if that helps, I prefer the Bliles on the H stands. That's just from my experimentation. And people they don't fit on there. Some companies say, our H stands don't fit Bliles. Well, I bought from those companies and they do fit the Bliles. You just need to do it that way. Basically, when you lock the jaws up, you squeeze it, sit on it, and then squeeze it and put the trigger. And then when you squeeze it, you need to lock the springs onto these. So when you open it a bit, there's a gap. Slide on, shut it, and they lock onto these. Then everything's very sturdy in the ground, and that will lock the Belials on the stand. They're better on the H stands, I think, than other traps. Than basically non-lock or non-magnum traps. A magnum trap is a complete closure trap. I started out with Dukes, used them for years. Used to back when I first started, like, who needs a magnum trap? Why? What's the point? Didn't think about the fact that how quick the traps kill the animal has to do with the magnum jaws, and that's why I like the magnum traps. They kill the animal quicker, more humanely, and it's just better that way. So that's why I like them. Same with the this year I painted them though. That last year they weren't painted. That one was black. This is a 220. Same with the 220. 25 to 30 inches of cable with a super stake, which I got chain this year. The same thing. Set them on there, grab the jaws, slide it on. You want to slide them on, right? And then compress. And these jaws here, the ends, will close onto this and giving you a super sturdy thing to put in the ground. And it's super sturdy. They don't get knocked over. They don't fumbly. So they lock on there. And I like them better that way. So that's just why I like the H stand so much with the Belials. All the people tell you that they don't fit at all. Well, they fit for me. Tree sounds good. I'll check my email. Howdy, buddy. What's up today? Not much, Justin. Gonna look over some knives I carried in the woods last year. I don't have to have this, like the food. It's a little bit of survival stuff. It's not so if you go out in the woods, car breaks down and you're stuck there, you have a little bit of something to eat. You kind of make do with what you have. But just a basic. This is a cheap charade number. I think it's charade 10. That's what it's called. Number cheap knife, sharpen it up, real thick, heavy duty. It's not going to break. I did file that off. I'll file that down a little bit. It will shoot sparks if you file that down a bit. So a little bit of a ferro rod and a knife like this, you should be good. It's a split wood because of the thickness. The design is flat, kind of a flat knit. I don't even know the name of the grind, but it's flat. It goes down to the point, so it's good at splitting. I split wood with it, and it's fine. That is something that you can use. It's a great little knife. When I got it a couple years ago, it was like $40. It might be a little bit more now. It might be 60, but that's what it is. Stuff I carried in the woods. Some of you know I talked about machetes. Well, once in a while I'll carry right on. Once in a while I'll carry. Oh yeah. So Justin totally agrees with the con of Belials. Some of the stuff last year I carried a little 14-inch bolo from Tramontina. It actually has some stuff from elk season. When we went in there to pack the elk out, I cut my way in. There's a little bit of residue from the plant there, real sticky residue. Good starter for fire, exactly. And with the knives, I always carry a machete with me, and sometimes I carry a regular knife. In case of emergency, this machete is a carbon steel. It'll throw sparks if you do it right. So there's that. This will work too. But some people are like, ew, gross sardines. A can of sardines. They don't go bad. I mean, in the end of the day, you may not like them, but it is protein. It's good, healthy protein. So it'll give you energy. It's acquired taste. I eat them once in a while, not because they're my favorite, but it's good, healthy, low calories. If you need high calories and you're like diabetic or something, or need sugar, bring some candy bars with you, throw them in there. Definitely when you go in the woods, have a 12-pack or 18-pack of water in there with you. Always have that in your truck. You should never leave anywhere without that in your car or truck. It's something to be always careful with. So what I carry is 14-inch bolo in one hand. And then sometimes I'll put the bolo home and take the, or leave in the truck and have a 24-inch Tramontina with the plastic handle. And then what I'll do, this is a Site Pro 24-inch here. It's hard to sharpen. It's not the best steel in the world. It has a wooden handle, so you could fix it in a sense. Well, I guess you can actually. Take that back because it's riveted. But if it had nuts on there, you can fix it. So maybe you can take that off, fix that. But it comes with a sheath. That's why I want it. I can throw it on my side, not have to worry about this. I can have this one in my dominant hand, the 24-inch, and I got the other one in my other hand. Sometimes I do that, carry two, and cut my way through with two. So that way I don't have to stop walking and cut stuff. Individually, I can just kind of swing. When I walk, when I see it coming, I can swing and cut it. Keep myself really sharp, so I swing through it, keep walking. See something coming, I swing through it, keep going. Grasses, all kinds of stuff. The Tramontinas, I can get so sharp that I can, when I slice, I can cut the grass, the standing grass, like field grass, and cut it. So tall grass, I can cut that. So Trompetines can get razor sharp for the work sharp. Highly recommend it. My grandfather gave me this. Sorry, mustache itching again. This is one of his beater. I forget. Like it's like a bolo, but it's a different design. Kind of wooden handle. It's a beater used in the fort or in the oh geez, why I'm stumbling. Over by the fishing spots, the blackberries had that instruction he gave to me. I'm not sure if I want to use it. I might keep it as a souvenir from my grandfather, just kind of as memories from seeing when he was young using it. Then of course the other one I carried during elk season, besides a little machete, was a kukri. And you tell it's dirty to use. It's a kukri. You look up blue dragonfly kukri and knives. They come from Nepal. They're handmade. They this one is the Hanshi design, Hanshi Limbad. It's actually more of a fighting kukri, but it's light. It's a real light kukri. So I use it. It's from like early, well, pre-1900s, so 1800s, 1700s, 18th and 17th century fighting kukri. Before the Gurkha army who used them joined the British. Now they fight with the British. Now they use different kinds of these cheap ones. But that's something I use because actually I had something happen with this and I have a replacement coming. So actually that's why I use this one. And my other one's gonna sit in the wall as a kind of wall hanger. There's a few things you can do. A couple things to carry. I pack stuff around. Why? This is what I do. I'm always, like I said, always. That's a big dude. Which one? The kukri? That's a big dude. Which one? The kukri? I think it's 16 inches. This one. Sheet's really junk. Once the sheet's garbage, I'll get Kydex and just put this in Kydex. Talking about the kukri, Justin. It is it's one rivet in the handle. It's called a Hanshi. It's the design of a kind of a crescent moon. Crescent moon is more of a Hanshi fighting knife. It's one hander or two hander. Got to remember your grandpa's, yeah. You got to remember though, Gurkhas have smaller hands than we do, and the Nepalese have smaller hands. So a lot of their knives have real small handles. In fact, one I have from historical, my hand doesn't fit on it. They're smaller people, smaller hands. So in order for them to be North American export to here, they make them a little longer, a little bigger hands, so our hands fit the knives. Come on. There we go. And always when you put a kukri in, grab it from the behind, it slides in this way, sharp edges up. Always grab it like that, slide it in, and put the back down and in, right? Because if you grab here like this and it slices through, you're going to slice your fingers off. So be careful. Always grab the back, palm it, and slide it in. Never go like that because you're going to slice your fingers off. In fact, putting it in the other way, the back split a little bit, and that's why I'm getting a replacement right there. But it just be careful. Never wrap your hands around and put it in. Just slice right through your fingers. Sometimes it's so sharp, you got to be careful. I know you're talking about this one right here. It's pretty big. It's heavy. Very well made. I'm not sure my grandfather got it. I kind of want to think he made it, but I don't know. Very heavy duty, very thick bite on it. Steel is very thick. And you know it's a good steel when you use it so much and it blackens. It doesn't turn to like a pitted rust. It just turns like a black used look. You know it's a pretty high quality carbon steel. And I got it pretty dang sharp. Sharpening on the work sharp. So a couple knives I carried. Really depends on how I feel. But all of them can do a little bit of everything. This year though, I picked up a Council Tools axe. It's a boy's axe. People are like, well, why is it a boy's axe? It's not a man's tool. Well, because man's axe, or you don't call it a regular axe, is 3.5 pounds. I wanted a boy's axe because it's 2.25 pounds. It's lighter, and I could pack it around and pound in my steaks with them this year. That's what I'm going to use it mainly for, pounding steaks. But I'm also going to have it sharp, so if I need to cut through a tree or something, I can. And not use so much energy like I did last year in one of my early videos, cutting through with the 24-inch Tramontina. Wow, that's sharp. Cutting into the cowl there. TikTok video, 1,800-gallon pool. Don't care about that right now. Social media sucks sometimes, I'm telling you. You guys want to see anything else? Got a bunch of lures back there, like I said. You want to see the all-in-one? It's like a coyote. It's a coyote. Pretty sure I showed it once, but it's all-in-one. You squirt in the hole. It's a liquidized bait. Everything you need in one, you spray it in the hole and go. And that's what you put in the hole. All-in-one liquidized predator bait. you're interested, I'll show you the liquidized predator bait. In fact, your grandpa's the other one, yeah, the big one. Yeah. He knows I like collecting knives. He has all kinds of storage on his wall, all kinds of knives. There's a big musket that he's hunting with, all kinds of things. And it's a bunch of fun stuff. I'll get right back to that one second. Of course, the one thing I have that's a all-in-one from Sheet Traps. They spoiled the heck out of me with my order. They put some goodies in there. So Sheet Traps, it's a one shot. It's called One Shot Predator Bait. This is all-in-one liquidized bait. So score it in the hole, and that's your bait. It's everything you need in there in one. When does this thing start? It starts November 15th. But here's the deal. Like I said, I chopped my family. They're all going down to Southern Oregon, which is 3-4 hours away. My brother's going to hunt for a month. So he's going to start on November 1st, then go to the November 31st or 30th, whatever it is. I'm not paying attention, don't care about the days. But he will be come back December 1st, and that's when we'll be putting steel on the ground. So technically November 15th answers your question. But you'll see us doing stuff November or December 1st onward. Do you carry a pistol or rifle for dispatch? For us, the majority of my stuff is conibears. That's pretty much what I do. I don't like having to dispatch animals, but I mean, if I have to, I will. There's times where we've caught beaver and they're alive, and just have to take care of them. That's what I'm saying about that. But if you look at Judith and Dan, they just put up a 22 or video, and it's called a Ruger Rascal. It's a little light thing. It's a little packable one. What state am I in? Was asked. I'm in Oregon. So I'm sucks to say this, but I'm 20 minutes outside Portland, Oregon, west. So I'm towards the coast. So if I had my way, of course it's a heavy gun, but I'd be carrying a Henry 22. But I don't want to carry that around. No. Thought about looking at the little Ruger 22 pistol. I don't know, it's just some of the stuff I carry. Like if I were to carry Henry, it's more nostalgia for me. A lever gun that shoots 22. You know, you're out on the line, old school. You know, just nostalgia stuff. Or nostalgia or historic. You know, I like history. So, but yes, even Henry makes a little 22 survival rifle that comes apart. That's real light. Just a barrel, a stock, and goes together, and you shoot it with that, and that works great. Let's put it this way. I don't know it works great. I've seen it work, and I know it's super light and it's accurate from the tests I've seen. So it would be something I would buy to carry on the trap line to reduce weight and kill the animal humanely. So that's where the route I would go. If not the Rascal, I'd go to Survival 22 pistol by Henry. It's a single shot Survival 22. And I would shoot shorts. That's everything I've learned. Shoot shorts. What state are you in? Trap season start yet? Oregon, it starts November 15th. Sure. Revolvers are the way to go for me. I like not leaving empties on the ground too. Yep. Yeah. Here's the thing about leaving empties. I wouldn't, but sometimes I can't say I'll never leave them because sometimes people fumble and then they shoot. Fumble meaning like they go down the line and they pick the majority of them up, but you can't 100% of the time pick up every single one. Because sometimes you forget if you left one or whatnot. So I can't say I'll do the same, but I would try. Definitely pick up all my rounds. Wouldn't want to leave like the brass cartridges or steel cartridges on the ground. Just personal opinion. You want to look at the raccoon boards? My video upload today, it got like 0 views. I was like, interesting. I don't know if it got blocked or what, but my F&T order. Don't know what happened to it, but I think it posted today and I made it 3 days ago and 0 views. So I was like, okay. I mean, I'll show you guys here. Why not, right? I really don't think it matters, but that's just me. See, and I'm the same way. Worst case scenario, someone comes down 10, 15 years from now, metal detector digging and pulls one out. Like, wow, I wonder when this was made. You know, and they got a cool souvenir. So that's the worst case scenario. But at the same time, that could be a best case scenario because there's history sitting there. Someone picked up something that you walked the same path as them, but they walked 20 years from now walking there. Or you can go back 20 years and find it. You know, it's kind of a cool thing, but at the same time, it is what it is. Rossi 22 lever action, not as nice as a Henry, but very little. Yeah. See, that's the thing. Henry, the reason I do that is because you got to pay for them. And they're quite the, looking at them, I looked at some of the other guns, like, yeah, $300-400, $500 for lever guns. Then you look at Henry, and some of them are like 800, and I was like, wow. Depending on what you get, but I mean, that's part of you paying for the name too, part of it from the history aspect. So, but I've heard they're very smooth. I've messed with them in stores, super smooth actions. I've never seen it. Never seen what? Oh, the video? Question mark. I should say. I was thinking the critters smelling fresh powder burnt. Yeah. Oh, so I was gonna show you. I was gonna get. So you guys know how I made. Let me get in. Let's use. Yep. So let me show you the raccoon boards. Then I'm gonna get into the jacket. I made a video on a Schaefer Outfitters jacket. If you've got questions, I don't know if they're gonna come back. So I'm gonna look in the book. I got my jacket here. I'll look into the book with you and show you some other options that are down the same line of jackets that will work on the trap line and worked overall too. There's the same warmth that will work good for you. And same like 20 to 30 to 40 degrees and you'll be fine. Up until 50s like this and you'll be fine. So in a minute we'll look at that and I'll look in the pamphlet I got in the mail and show you some of the options you get now versus that one, which I don't know if they're gonna bring back because I just got the pamphlet, like I said, and it's not in there. So I can't. I told someone it may not be in stock now, which they may get them in the future, but I don't know because it's not in the pamphlet. Just bear with me here. Let's look at the raccoon boards here. So this is one of the I think they're medium. Don't know the length on them, but let's see, I'm 5'4", so they're about to my chest here. So I'd say they're in inches. So I can't tell you. But yeah, the Freedom brand, and they got them at F&T. So nice little ones. Yeah, there's some imperfections here, like you see there. Some of the stuff, I don't know if you see that, but there's like the board's a little split here, a little split down here. The board's not sanded very well. But you know what? At this point, they have stretchers. And if you need stretchers, you don't really care where you get them. The other option, you go a little higher quality and go to Top Lot Stretchers and check them out. Oh, yeah. You said, yeah, you stretch video. I never saw it. Yeah. It was posted today, and for some reason, it got no views. I was like, okay, it's still up, but I mean, I tried to post something for F&T. Apparently, if they don't watch it and nobody else watches, then it's what it is. But yeah, the boards aren't super fancy. They aren't super sanded. They aren't real smooth. But you got to drive nails and not nails, but the tacks majority of the time into them, so it's fine. Doesn't really make much difference. The stretcher beam is called my F&T order, so it's really the title's not that catchy. But here's one here, some stuff on there, but yeah, it's real rough. It's not sanded real nice, but it's a longer one. This is a large, goes up to there, so it's from my chest to there, about 7 to 10 inches longer. It's about a half inch thicker width, and F&T. Of course, you got the muskrat boards here too. Well, they Freedom Man does to cut the tip off. I don't know why, but muskrat boards here. One thing at F&T though, what was I gonna say? Oh, F&T, they have a deal on Raccoon Stretchers. You get 3 large and 3 small for like $58, not shipped, but that's the base price. 3 large, 3 small. If you don't know your size, you get 3 of both. That's what I did. I was like, I don't know how big my raccoons are here. I've only caught a few, but this year I'm going to try to catch more. So I want to have a little bit of both options, or have both options. Now let's look at the jacket real quick. Some of you may recall I looked at a video, or did a video on the Schaefer Arena Schaefer Range Wax Arena jacket right here. The one that shows you guys this wax canvas. Now they have other wax canvases versions that are more money. This is one of my favorites called the Arena jacket. They have other Arena jackets, but that are not wax, but they have the same warmth. Say that here in a second. So, yeah, right here. All right. I'm going to show you then the gloves that I wear with them too. I wear these wool gloves I got from Schaefer. If you have any foreign smells on them, just take some castor you got and rub some castor on them. Just about every fur bearer is attracted to castor. If you rub castor on them, they may stink a little bit, but it'll take any of the other scent off and more smell like castor. Then you don't really have to worry about touching the traps with foreign scents because you got the castor on the gloves. Not necessarily take castor out of the bag and rub it on, but if you just take the castor out and freeze them, and you're going to use them immediately when they thaw, just take the bag and rub it around. They should have like the smell all of the bag. So rub the bag on here, not the actual castor, and it should work. A little tip to get your human scent off. And I know it works because last year I was pumping gas with those for work. In Oregon, you have people pump your gas for you. So I was pumping the gas and they had gas on them. Rub the castor on, went trapping, and still caught animals. And putting the traps on the ground with the gloves. So the castor covered the gas smell, believe it or not. So some other ones in the Schaefer Outfitters right there. Schaefer Outfitters 2021 catalog. It's a fall collection. So they may be in there, but a couple options there. Let's see. They got a brush jacket here. I don't know if you see that, but a brush. Let's see. Brush jacket right there. I'll show you some other stuff. See the rainer jacket or where the rainer jackets are. Let me turn the light on real quick. Kind of getting dark in here because the sun's going down. They got all kinds of jackets. They are American-made clothing company, but they have blanket line jackets, all kinds of things. Polar vest right there. Blanket line stuff there. Where is that? These are vests. They're blanket line vests. Let me look for the jackets. But they have blanket line jackets right here. They're nice jackets like that. Real heavy duty. They're real good quality. Bronco brush jacket. They have some good jackets. They range from anywhere $155 to $200, but they're worth every penny. They have good warranty, and you don't have to worry about them really falling apart. Here's a warmer jacket. It's called the Cattle Baron, the wool jacket. I looked at Filson and other brands, and I went back to these guys because I had some of their clothes, and their clothes are really high quality, and they're very good for the price you get. I'm surprised they're selling some of the jackets for like $150 when they should be selling them for more. But Schaefer did not say that because I want more jackets. Let's see here. They got the Austin jacket. It's kind of a nicer jacket there. This one is, let's see, $190. So for a extra large and regular size are $170. Got some nice vests there. They got all kinds of clothes. So let's see what else is in here. They got wild rags. I'm sure some of you know this is like a scarf that they put around the neck, the cowboys and stuff. It's a Western company, but they sell everything. Here's a range wax right there. Range wax jacket. It's called a drifter. It's longer. It goes down to like your mid thigh. And but that one is $255. So then they got a range wax mesquite jacket right there. So they got other options. This mesquite jacket is $190. You kind of pay for what you get. The quality there is really worth a lot. I have their range wax mesquite vest. It's a shell, but super thick. I could bust through blackberries with it and never have a problem with it ripping or anything. So they're very good, high quality clothes. Here's the one the other one that I was going to suggest to you guys. It's called the Range Wax, right here. Range Wax Summit Jacket, right? It costs a little bit more, $225, but it front is, let's see what it says. Plenty of attitude. The Summit Jacket shell is 6.5 ounces of range wax, the lightest, highest performance waxed canvas ever developed. The combination of only the finest 6.5 ounce cotton permeated with wax creates a wind-stopping shell in the rain, just beads up and rolls off. Laborious details include a full-lined body with premium taffeta, 6 front pocket, 2 side security pockets, 2-way zipper / snap up, so storm flap on it, and solid brass trim. Solid brass trim. So there's like the trimmings of brass, the buttons, and a full grain leather collar and adjustable cuffs. So a lot of the jackets are adjustable like that, so you can really seal off your arms and put them up and block the rain off your neck. That one's $225 for regular, and if you're 2XL, it's $235. So they come in a brown, right there, and a load-in, which is like a green. A load-in is like a green, like a old wool green type thing, army green. Some other good clothes in here. Someone mentioned that. Let's see where it is. Where is it here? Okay, this is the one. The Scout jacket. This one is $265, $255. It's the jacket I have here is a little less warm or warmer than this, but this is a good one for that temperature, just going out and doing stuff. So we looked at that. So let's look at some more trap stuff. I know some people have taken off. I don't want to bore you guys too much with that, but if you look up Schaefer Outfitters online, they have all kinds of stuff, all kinds of high quality jackets. My favorite clothing brand, when I can afford them, that obviously got to be able to afford them. But well worth the money. Well worth the money. And one of you guys said you wear an American hat, a gray American hat, or the charcoal or gray American hat. That's what this is, 20X American hat. I know, or 10X American hat. I know some of you wear 7X or 10X. Just want to point that out. Or that specifically for you. I don't know which person that was. It was a while ago. Let's get some other trap stuff. Look at the setters. I think I went over this with you guys a little bit, but the setters, the lock-in setters here from Kukri Outdoors, not Coon Creek, or Coon Creek Trappers, not Coon Creek Outdoors. The premium setters here, the best ones you can buy. Yeah, here's stretcher video I never saw it. Yeah. Very good spring. They don't have like the external spring here that goes across. They actually have a built-in spring that connects on this part and connects under there. So it's a real strong spring. So GTX or 7X. That's right. This is a 10X. It's a little bit more, but there's not much difference between a 10X and a 7X in quality-wise. There's a bit more money. So, and honestly, if I didn't have an uncle that was in the out selling ranch clothes and ranch wear up in which that Schaefer's not his company, but which I can kind of get a deal through, I probably would have got a 7X, or I wouldn't have got a hat at all. So, if that makes sense. So I kind of got a deal on it, but it is what it is. These are great setters. The heavy duty, they got tube insulation, so they will not get, if stuff freezes, the metal won't get cold and you won't freeze the metal. The hand will stay warm. You won't ever have to freeze to them, or your skin will never freeze to them. Great setters. One thing I mentioned in my video on them is if you look here, the heart, I call it the heart, is very symmetrical. They're very high quality. You know they're high quality because they're symmetrical. If they weren't symmetrical and they're off, you know the quality skimp. I'm a little lacking, but it's not. They're very high quality there, and they have very good lockup on these things. They have self-locking nuts. The nuts are self-sealing, so they lock up. Steel gray, that's right. They're self-locking, so when you tighten them, they lock up and they don't come loose. They have like a wax sealing in there, so they don't unslide and fall off. So you don't have to worry about them coming undone. Very high quality. The welding here is good on that end. For the locking thing there. Everything's really high quality. Super strong spring. The trigger is real thick on that. You see it's real thick trigger there. Definitely something to check out. CoonCreekTrappers.com. Once again, none of these companies sponsor me. None of them are, and don't get a profit from anything you sell. I don't get any of that stuff. It's just stuff that I buy. Stuff that I looked at and was like, you know what, that's going to work on my trap line. So I share it with you guys. I don't make a profit from any of this, really. Well, I don't. There's no really in it. I don't. So I just share stuff with you guys, what I use and what helps. If I share something that helps you, I feel like I've done my job. There's a blue dot right there on the screen, isn't there? Where's that coming from? That's coming from the light, I think. Interesting. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys want to look at some BMI body grips? BMI, yep. So the BMI, yep, to the BMI, let me know. I know it just popped in. I may be delayed a little bit, so I know that was a problem before. I dig the wax drifter jacket. I wear the American Steel hat. See, the clothing here, the American Drifter and stuff, are a really good jacket. They have really high quality jackets and well worth your money. The warranty is incredible too, and they're really good people. They're actually located in the Fort Worth stockyard in Texas, and very good people. When you call them on the phone and you ask them, well, my temperature is this, my temperature is that, I dress so-and-so in winter with this jacket at work, they'd be like, yes, it'll work. some of them will work better than others. If they say it's not going to work, they say, depends on what you're doing. I tell them what I'm doing. If I'm fishing, they're staying still, I say, that's a perfect jacket. There's one of them I said, this is what I do. They said, well, you'll be too warm in that. So they know their clothing very well, and they know what different weathers to wear it in and stuff like that. So they're very knowledgeable in their products. Very knowledgeable, we call them. Oh, blue dot. Yeah. Has to be. Let's see. Where is it? It has to be coming off the light. Oh, there's a light bulb. It's probably just the light bulb itself. Interesting. Let's show you guys the BMI. And I'm not showing the body mass index. Actually, I actually dug into my package, dug out all the boxes. So I can show you whatever you want to see. Anything you want to see, I can dig in there now. I spent a little prep today and dug in there. So, yep, just like. So the BMI, there's a place, Northern Trap Tools, Northern Trap Supply, something like that. But they have a few BMIs in stock. If you're a BMI, like the BMI, this is smaller than a 110. I think it's 3.5 by 3, a bit smaller. It's narrower too, and a little smaller. They come with a super heavy duty ring. This ring's about twice as thick as the other ones out there, or the Dukes and stuff. It is American made. Don't know if they're still made anymore, but if you see them, they're very good. And the trigger guard is across there like that. Very good trap. I didn't know I had any BMI, so I started going to look through the little 110s, and I was like, dang, I have a BMI. Who knew? Very good trap. Now as good as a Blile? I don't know. As good as a Savageau? I don't know. I don't have any small Savageaus. I have a few small Bliles, but I don't have the 110 Bliles. I have the 120 Bliles. So, yeah. See, last year when I was experimenting with the Raccoon, I picked up 160s. I was thinking, oh, just put the 160s out. And I was like, they'll be fine. I'll put them on the stands. They'll be up a little bit higher than the KB stands, and they'll be right in line. And I put the KB stands on the 220s because I wanted the height a certain height, right? Because the videos I said the 120s work at just right height on the regular stand. So if I put the 220s on the KB stand, the top of the trap is at the same height on the KB stand as the 160 was on the regular stand. So I tried that. I was like, nah, I'm just gonna get a bunch of 220s or 220s this season. Try that. Why would and then I did a little more research. I was like, why would I want a little smaller trap and have more refusals? So why not get a bigger trap? Get the biggest legally on land, and that's what I did. I got a bunch of 220s. Then I thought, first of all, I got them all for trail sets. I got a bunch of regular stands like this, right? Or the bigger stands here. Bunch of stands. I got one for each trap. Then I changed my mind. I was like, I'm gonna put some in buckets, but I want to have the option to put them on stands. So I bought the stands too. And then if you get the regular stands like this, Snare Shop, theirs are a little longer. I'm not, like I said, I'm not affiliated with Snare Shop, but that depends on the ground. The legs are a little longer, about 5-6 inches longer, I think. But then again, you're paying for it really. So unless you bulk buy, which I usually bulk buy, so that way I don't have to deal with the outrageous $30 for the tall H stands. If I'm cheaper, they're like $12, which is still a lot of money for H stands. We can run up to 155s only. Anything bigger has to be in the water. See, same with 220 for us. Anything bigger has to be on land or water. But see, the thing is, in Oregon, a lot of people disagree on this, but some trappers are like, oh, it has to be completely submerged or half submerged. And legally, the base of the trap has to be touching water. As soon as the water goes down, this is out of the water, you're in trouble if they catch you. So technically, it has to be touching water. So we set them to the top there, and usually put a dive stick or anything, or do something like that. But unless they're on land, we'll put them halfway. If we know things not going to fluctuate much, we'll stake them in there. And then that's if we're doing stuff like otter, where they have an opening to go through. So 110 is all we can use on land. They have to be 50 feet or less from. See, we don't have any laws like where you can't have it within 50 feet of the house. We can't, like Iowa Trapper has a rule where you can't shoot a gun within 200 feet of a facility with people, or you can't shoot or you can't have convoy within 200 feet of a facility. I'm just like, none of that here. You set it where you want to set it, as long as if the bigger's in the water, there's 220 and smaller's on land, wherever you want to set it. There's no rules setting. You have to you have to be so far away from a spot. You guys hear that? Drums. That's the high school they're practicing up there at the church. I live near a church. Then the high school's over there and the middle school's over there. So actually between both. Man, I don't miss that. I used to hear it all the time going to school. I didn't play the drums with band or any of that stuff, but they practiced all the time. Let's see what else I can show you. Let's see if I can find something to show you guys. Actually, not at the church, they're actually up at high school. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but some people be like, "Well, why don't you have more of these?" You know, stuff like that. I'll be like, only one I have. I don't do them. Personally, I have probably a couple dozen, but my brother's the one who doesn't want to use. So I'm like, okay, if we want to continue to travel as a family, we got to do stuff with my brother and my dad. So, yeah, Duke Douglas. This is like 6 years ago. This is pre coatings on Dukes. This one here, pretty good trap. Not gonna lie, if you need this a dog proof, this would be fine. Of course, for me, I like no BS. I'm gonna be like using no BS. You know, just support the guy. He's a good guy. I'm in the East. We have all kinds of idiot laws. You would think Oregon would too, especially after all the crap you hear on the news about Oregon. You would think Oregon would be the worst. I'm always talking about I want to leave Oregon, never come back, but I'm scared I'm going to go somewhere and be like, man, this is worse than Oregon. Then I'll be in real trouble because then I move there. So I don't know. Unless if I go in the South, no, it should be fine. In theory, got to be careful where I go in the South too. Some states are a little careful. Cleaned up some DPs earlier today. Yep. See, interesting thing about Iowa Trapper. If he can't set the conibears within 200 foot of facility, but he set the DPs, which I thought that's interesting. I mean, I know these DPs like this don't catch house cats, but if you watch Dr. Pull on television, one came in with one on his leg. I was thinking, and there's a painted Duke. So I was thinking, why is it pull trap set up by a cat when the cat can't grab the trigger and pull it? So I was thinking, that's interesting. Maybe the person brought in a different band and painted it to a brown like Duke, but I could have swore it was a Duke, and I was like, that's kind of shocking. No one I ever saw in the show. My buddy just moved. Oh, let me start over. Jesus. My buddy just moved here from Oregon, and he says it's the best move he ever made. Yeah. What state? Assuming Pennsylvania. Oh, one of you guys is from Pennsylvania. I just remember that. But I have family in upstate New York, so up around Lake George, Adirondacks, which Adirondacks is long range. Warrensburg, if that you're in Tennessee. I've heard Tennessee's pretty nice. I've been moved. I know people would be like cringe, but around New Orleans, I don't know. I visited. My heart is still in New Orleans. Oh, that's the way it was when I visited New York with my grandparents. I was like, I want to go back to New York. My heart was in New York, but I'm sure that will fade. You know, it's just when you have a fresh trip this year and you go for like a week, your heart kind of loyal to those places for a little bit. I just gotta get my mind off it. Which trapping season will get my mind off it. It's kind of funny. Yeah, the Dukes are pretty good. I know the no BS have it a Bart. It's dumping rain. Not supposed to rain today. There's a reinforcement right there in the no BS. Some steel reinforcement. Southeastern Missouri here, yeah. Southeast. So you're bottom right of the state then. If you're looking at this way. So Missouri. Let's see. I gotta think of the map. I know where you're. I know. Like Travis Jay's in Missouri too, but he's upper left. If that makes sense. Well, there goes the drums. They stopped. The kids are going home. It's raining. We still have southern grade fur, which sucks, but sometimes we catch a grade central. Yeah. See, everyone tells me Oregon coyotes aren't worth anything. The more western ones, because then we don't get snow here really. But then I'm thinking they're still better than southern grade coyotes. But people are like, yeah, you won't make any money. You know, I was thinking, I find that hard to believe that we are so far west. Yeah, we don't get a lot of snow. Maybe get snow once in a while. But how are coyotes not worth more than, like, let's say central or southern? You know what I mean? Just something. It's instant. Not gonna say they're wrong, but we are considered west, and I mean it's kind of chill here. Not as cold as Montana, stuff like that. Obviously, Montana's prime grade, but yeah. TT, you're not far from me. I'm just a few hours from Sykeston, Perryville. Justin. No. Every time I read Justin's name, I'm thinking, I look at him like, what's that say? Because I keep forgetting it's Justin, right? Is it just and in Jin? Like Justin Jin, like you and your wife? Or, because that's why I read like Jut. That's what, when I first saw it pop, I was like, Jut, in, like, and Jin. So I was thinking, maybe it's just Justin. Maybe it's just the way it's worded. Maybe that's just the way it's spelled. I don't know. Fill me on that one because I'm curious. Sykeston is pretty close. Sykeston. Yeah. We have a place down in Oregon called Sexton. I'm thinking. Sexton? I mean, I didn't name it, so whatever. Yeah, I mean, like that. See, it throws me every time I think Justin. I'm thinking Justin Jen. You know, I'm thinking there's two names on there. So it throws me for loop. Now I look at it and like, that's not how you spell Justin though, right? Maybe so it throws me off. Justin and Jen, yeah. No. I thought so. But then you said just call me Justin, and I'm like, Is it just, spelling that your family came up with? So I wasn't sure. I just curious. Man, it is really coming down out there. Hold on a sec. Man, those kids are resilient. They're still out there playing. Well, they're in Oregon and it rains a lot, so it's kind of funny. But yeah, the Duke here, we put it out once, put some bacon grease in it. Didn't catch much. So now let's go to a little bit of story time. I got a story for you about a beaver, about a three-legged beaver that we caught. So the three-legged beaver, right? We set for a front leg. We set for the front foot. What we set for was the front right foot. So we offset it to the right, catch front right foot. We ended up catching this beaver in the front left foot. His right foot was not there. Completely gone, like nub gone. So we ended up catching in the front right foot. We were targeting the front right foot. Or we caught in the front left foot when we were targeting the front right foot. And we thought, how the heck did we just catch a beaver in a front foot that's not there? Because we were just driving by the place today and they started developing the place and ruined it. But that's a memory I'm going to have forever. We caught it in a front foot, targeting the foot that wasn't there. But he was caught in it 750. And it was in a deep creek. And he picked up the big bag of rocks. I was just thinking, 3 legs, strong as hell because he picked the rocks up. And I'm thinking, here's a lion. We got there and just thinking, what the hell? So first of all, when we got there, we're like, what the hell? He's alive. So we dispatched him. Then we're looking, and they're like, man, he has 3 legs. Kind of blew us away for a second. We're like, and then we caught him on the other leg. He's missing the front leg. We caught him on the other front leg. And the guy, one of our friends turns was like, what are the chances of that? Catching one, missing the leg you're targeting, but catching them in the opposite one that's there. What are the chances of that? It's kind of funny. It's an unpopular opinion, but I love trapping in the rain. See, you're maybe you'll laugh, but maybe you won't. So when it rains like this, there's times where I'm just like, man, I love the rain. So I'll go out there in sandals, a t-shirt, shorts, and walk out there and go get in the mail and pouring down rain. Just to say I've done it in the rain because I live in Oregon. Why not? I'm Oregonian. It rains here all the time. And I thought to myself, why don't you be an Oregonian and go out there in this flip-flop in the pouring down rain and get the mail? You're only out there for 5 minutes, maybe. That's like, so I did it. It was kind of fun because somebody lost him before. Yep. I went out there and in the rain, and I was like, this is kind of rejuvenating. You know, it's cold. It kind of wakes up your senses a bit. You know, you kind of get in a rut sometimes. You just do the same stuff over and over, and stuff gets boring. You kind of become numb to certain things. But you go out in the rain like that, and you get cold real quick. You kind of it almost wakes you up in a sense. You know, sometimes it's good for the body to have that little bit of shock to wake you up. Wrangler star uploaded. So I found some of you guys were here yesterday, but I found out what happened to the neighbor. After fire trucks left, we looked on the app. That kind of tells us what's going on in the area. He fell down. So he fell down, so they had to come lift him back up. There's a lift assist. So luckily he was fine, but well, besides falling down. But yeah, so there's a lift assist, which the other day my neighbors had to run down there and help him. So it sucks. Big, huge, big time elk hunter, big time outdoorsman. Got cancer. It's eating him down to the bone, literally. It's sad to watch. Sad to watch. It really hurts my heart watching it. You know, it's nothing you could do about it. Nothing I can do about it. Literally nothing I can do. But such a nice guy, and it's getting pretty bad. He's falling down quite a bit, and I don't want to say it, but I don't know how much longer we necessarily have with him down there. But super friendly guy. Gonna miss the hell out of him when something happens. But for now, he's kind of stays inside. But hopefully, when the holidays come around, he'll kind of hobble outside, say hi. But we don't know. That's kind of the depressing thing going on our street right now is that he's dying of cancer. So yeah, I'm glad he's all right too. I'm glad he got up and was fine. He has cancer. He I can't remember what kind of cancer, but it's something. I think it's might be colon cancer or something. But he's dying, and there's really no cure for it. So you know, it sucks. Can't imagine being him and just being like, you know, I'm dying. Now I just got to sit here and slowly die, knowing that I'm dying. You know you're dying, and nothing you can flip and do about it. I can't even imagine knowing that I'm gonna die, and you can't do anything. There's no cure for it. You can't do anything. Could you imagine? Then you have kids and stuff, and it's like, of course, their kids are adults, so it's just sad, man. It sucks. Every year come down when finally they move down here. They'll come over every year, say hi to us, talk to us. My brother stop by. Hey, you know, did you get out this year to my brother? One day I was walking I was gonna go to work, and he's like, hey, do you need a ride to work? Super friendly guy. Offered me a ride to work, and he's like, no, it's fine. I'm gonna take the bus that day, right? Super friendly guy. But kind of wish I took that ride from him because I haven't seen him really talk to him much since. So sorry to hear that. Yeah, it sucks. Hate to hear that. Yeah, that's sad. Yeah. Oh man, he's probably 60 something, but hunted, fished, does all this stuff. Big old F-350 diesel down there. Super friendly people. But yeah. Hope for a miracle, but let's just say hope for a miracle for sure. I'm not throwing in the towel at all, but it's looking pretty grim. So it sucks, honestly. I lost my dad that crap. Yeah. It way I look at it, reason it's kind of gets me down is because I look at it from their daughter's perspective. Like her dad's dying, and there's nothing they could do about it. And I put myself in her shoes, and if my dad was dying, I want to be able to live myself. I mean, seriously though, like my dad's my best friend. My dad's my everything. Literally everything. My dad takes me outdoors. My dad does all the outdoor stuff with me. He does everything with me. My mom takes me to little shows here, like they're like air shows and sports events. But my dad literally does everything else. All fishing. Every time we pretty much went fishing every single weekend growing up. Took me everywhere. Taught me how to take care of yards. Taught me how to run all kinds of machinery for landscape. Taught me everything. A lot of stuff I know. Pretty much everything I know. And I can't imagine it. It scares the hell out of me. Honestly, it scares the hell out of me. He taught me pretty much everything I know. Be there for the kids, bro. Yeah. Yep. Kids don't live there anymore. She's like 26, 27, but definitely. Here's a funny story about the kids though. So she had to have some stuff moved in. The kid did right inside. So she's come knocking on our door. My mom's first thought was, God, who did my brother get pregnant this time? Right? Kid, like just thinking, God, it's kind of worst case scenario. But she come to knock on the door to ask for help to move stuff in. I just thought to myself, Mom, how the hell did you think we got somebody pregnant? We're more responsible than that. Come on. But it was kind of funny. That was years ago. They came over and needed help, and my mom's first thought, man, who did my brother Nick, who did he get pregnant? This makes me laugh still. It's kind of funny. Because she never comes over. She finally come over to ask for help. My brother's 6'4". He like lifts weights all the time. He's super strong, and it's just funny because she came to ask him. I was like, dang. Super friendly girl. Super friendly. Yep. It's just, yeah, that one kind of makes me laugh. It's like, why is she knocking on our door and asking for? She literally came to us like, can I talk to your son? And my mom's thinking, God, my mom's thinking, when she asked for the son, she was thinking, oh my God, who did he get pregnant? Like, is she pregnant? But no. I don't know. My mom and I are similar, so our brains automatically go to the worst, and oh, it made me laugh because my brother, my mom looks at my brother as like the perfect child. He doesn't have like any disabilities or nothing. He doesn't have ADD, ADHD. He doesn't have stuff like that. Me and my mom struggle with both those, and it's just funny because my brother's like the perfect kid, if you will. Like never really gets in trouble. Always has a solution. Always is pretty smart and witty. But for her to come there, my mom to think about that for him, kind of made me happy because I was like, you know what? He's not the perfect kid. He's not the perfect kid kidding around, right? It's kind of funny. You still got the holy water outside? Yeah, yeah, yep. The old mother will bitch and moan, if you will. Probably can't say that on here, but yeah. Well, it's outside, but it's in 6 bags. It's not gonna get wet. That's funny. Yes. Same one that thought my brother got somebody pregnant. It says that needs to go outside. But it's funny because I was talking to my brother or my mom or my dad, actually. It was my dad talking about like trapping and skunk lures for bobcat. And Dunlap said hellfire and soul taker. So he's like, so where do we get this hellfire and soul taker? So I told my dad, that's a super skunky lure. My dad's like, well, we should try it. And I'm just thinking, Mom just told me to put that outside. Now you're telling me to get the other skunkiest lure in the market and bring it in the house or throw it in the garage? Do you know what you're telling me? You're just totally contradicting what Mom said. I was just thinking, okay, I'll get it, but I was like, she told me to. This is kind of funny. Yeah, I was just talking about the other day. See, we do some cage trapping, so for bobcat. That's what he was asking about. But the reason he was asking is there's actually a bobcat at my dad's work, and I'm not gonna say whether or not we're gonna try to catch it because there's people out there that adore it and take videos and tell them all the time, hey, there's a bobcat out here, he's so pretty, all that stuff. And we're thinking, you know who you're talking to, right? But they don't. And we're just thinking, we're thinking, he'll make a great pelt, and everybody else think, oh, he's so adorable, he's so cute. And my dad's just thinking, he's talking to me, yeah, they're pretty cute. And my dad, in the back of my dad's mind, he's thinking, man, that would make a great pelt. They're talking about cute, and he's thinking, I'm going to skin that son of a gun. That's the mind of a trapper, We're skin that son of a gun, take him home, get a pelt, and all that stuff. But I don't know. It's just kind of funny. My old lady took too much Motrin the other day. She had a quick whiff of Trapper J's all predator bait, tossed her cookies. Yep. Yeah. I've heard it's a bit stinky, or as they say, a bit stanky. As I like to kid around, a bit stanky. Yeah. It's one of the lures I think I plan on getting, but like I said, there's all kinds of things I want to get, and I have a lot of things I want to order, but not a lot of money. So, you run out of when the money's not coming in quick enough, and you got all these things to order, you spend the money before you have it. That's a problem. But it is what it is. I'll slowly work at it. I'll get some eventually. Hopefully you still have some in stock. So yeah, kind of funny. Justin is laughing at you. kind of funny. I mean, I used to work at the grocery store, and I sold. I worked in the what's it called? It's called health and beauty. So health and beauty aid, which is not actually makeup. That's a different category. Just let's make that clear. Not the makeup, but medicines, vitamins, all that stuff. And I've heard some wild stories about people taking Motrin and Advil and all that stuff, and just I've heard people say, "Oh, I partied a little too hard last night. I'm gonna go get some. What is that? What is that? What is that stuff? It's like a no, it's like Gatorade, but it's on steroids. I forget what it's called. It's like a blue and they have green, they have all the flavors. Pedialyte. She was like, I'm gonna get some. One of my coworkers was like, I'm gonna get some Pedialyte. I had a little too much drink last night. She's off that damn. I was thinking, make sure you get the good Pedialyte. You hear all kinds of stories. Your story. Get him some gusto. That works. So yeah, when I did a little like raffle things, right? And I sent people gusto. I made sure some of my packs were the skunkiest packs I could find, skunkiest lures when they did a predator package. Not to prank them or anything, but I was like, man, can't wait for somebody to be like, man, that was stinky, or never got it, man, that's stinky. But I sent them some of the skunkiest lures out there. I know skunk lures work, so I put gusto in there. I put hellfire. I put Rotswat, whatever it is, skunk fire. I put all kinds of things. I put 4 ounces of gusto, 4 ounces of hellfire, all this stuff. I put it real stinky, and then the good predator baits, and give him a real skunky box. And because it's funny, because you always hear about the people, the mailman. Oh, the mailman's not delivering my package. It never happened to me, but I mean, if it works, it works, right? And what I'll do is I'll watch what other people are using and what's working for them, and then I'll put them into a package. Try to do my homework and put a package together. Give him some gusto. That works too. I plan on it. I thought about messing with the mailman one time, just be like getting the skunkiest stuff, getting 4 ounces of everything and putting it in a box, and having it shipped. And just if the mailman bothers me enough, I'm like, I got the perfect revenge. Not that I'd do that to somebody, but still, you always think about it. Sun's finally setting here. Yes, oh, hold on. Getting dark out there, as you can see. See, there we go. Kind of getting dark. But see, you guys can see I live in a neighborhood here, right? But over that way, down that road and hang a right, half a mile, and you're out to the trapping property that I trap at, and you're in the country. So I live right on the edge, literally the edge of the city. So. And it's funny, the reason you guys fail is because you're actually sitting on the charger for the sprinkler system. So I put you guys on every time. Trying to keep it still. Because that's the only thing I put up at that's eye level. Get some gusto here. You guys wanted to look at any other traps? Anything else I got? I took everything down so I can get to all the boxes and look at anything today. I know last time I was going to look at the steaks like I did here. Couldn't get to them, but I have access to everything this time. Man, it's been dark 2.5 hours here already. Yeah, East Coast. Yep. Well, I'm about as far west as you can go. Now, I can't say I'm as far northwest as you can go because Washington would be, but I'm just below Washington. Give half hour, and I'm in Washington. So through Portland and into Washington. So I mean, pretty darn close to. I mean, if I drive 6 hours, I'm in Vancouver, British Columbia. So and a little bit more, I'm in Vancouver Island, where they do the television show Alone, where they do the survival stuff. So that's kind of interesting too. So let's see what else I can find for you guys. I thought about getting some Trapper J's glue open and tongue punching it because I know Trapper J does that, but I was like, do I want to do that? I'm thinking about doing it right now, but do I want to do that to myself? Okay, I'll do it. You guys ready? Do I have any RBG 330s? I don't have any RBG 330s, but I do have a bunch of 330 Conibears. I'm about to tongue punch the Trapper J bait right now. Oh God, I'm gonna regret this. This is all Predator. Oh God, I'm gonna regret this. Special lesson. This is it. So ready? Ugh. Disgusting. I looked at my throat. And I have no way getting off my tongue. I have no drinks with me. I feel like I feel like I just ate a bunch of cat litter, like poopy cat litter. Oh. Fuck. Part of the French file. Oh, it's still my tongue. Oh. Oh man, acid reflux totally right now. Like the acid just coming up out of my throat. Yeah. Man. I wish, man, I wish Chopper J was in here. Oh, that is flipping horrible. I think I even let F word fly. Oops. Oh, I don't want to get in trouble. I like those RBGs from Nick Ernie. He's a good guy. Yeah, Nick's a really good dude. That was pretty bad. Man, why did I even do that? There's like 2 people in here. At least you guys got enjoyment out of it. I'm not even like making a video off it, but that's gross. That's disgusting. I know everybody talks about Hellfire, but I just did the all Predator right there. That was a horrible idea. That's disgusting. And of course, I'm in my garage spitting, which is a horrible idea. Oh well. Oh, not a good idea. Hold on. Yeah. I just put my tongue in one of the Predator loops that stunk in it. I put my tongue in one of the like steaks. It had like skunk essence in it, like skunk spray. It was horrible. Oh my gosh. Love it, bro. Oh, my neighbors love it. Oh. That was horrible. I'm gonna have to go back and record this. This is horrible. Man. Oh. Has anybody tongue punched the Predator? I don't think anybody did. I think everybody is doing Hellfire. Man. That was horrible. Wow. Oh, that was horrible. And it's not even like all the liquid was right on the top, right? It was all so horrible. All the like liquids, because it's been sitting for a while, all the liquids were right on the top. So it just coated my tongue. That's horrible. Oh. Oh. That is horrible. Wow. Wow. Oh gosh. Enjoyed it. Got some serious. Hey, $20 for $20, but I didn't make any money, so hey, I don't. It ain't for the money, I can tell you that much. That's just. Ew. Oh, it's all on the surface. Ew. Oh Lord. Ah man. No, I don't. I don't do that crap, fella. That's there's rotten animal pieces in there. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yep. You ever got like a knife? I can just go cut my tongue off. That stuff sucks, man. Well, I got knives, but I'm not doing it, obviously. But that was horrible, dude. And I straight up put it in like half. Like it went way. It went in. It went in. Yeah, that's what she said. It went in, but don't tell anybody that. It might be better if you stir it up. Oh, hell no. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm gonna drink. Oh Lord. If you have anything to drink, Man, that's horrible. That's so horrible. Not even kidding. My stomach is like already upset. That's like, yeah. Ugh. Horrible idea. Horrible idea. That doesn't help. That was horrible. It just went down in my throat. Ugh. Make sure it has alcohol in it. What? Water? It's just water. If I wanted a beer, I'd go get a beer, but that ain't helping. Oh Lord, why did I just do that? Hey, guess what? I'm definitely not doing it as new F off lure. Oh hell no. Oh hell no. His new lure that just came out is called F off, literally, but spelled out. And it's super skunky. It straight up has like a tint of green on it. There's no way I'm tongue punching that, but yeah. Well, no. I gotta go back and record that big video about it. Oh Lord. Well, I told you, like salivating or whatever you call it, make so much saliva that it's like trying to get rid of it. My tongue is salivating so much that it can't get rid of this. Ugh. Can't get rid of it. This yeah, I didn't think about the dead animal. Shit. I didn't think about that aspect of it on probably wasn't a good idea. Pelotas, cojones, marbles. Enjoyed it. My throat is starting to swell up. Police are coming somewhere. Probably make you Hey, I said my stomach is hurting. No one else is hurting. I'm almost gonna have to go out there to go to the bathroom because it's gonna come out the back end. That's yeah, my butt's hurting if you want to put it that way. Like no joke. I tongue punch that. Let's just say I'm gonna feel bad for the bull later. If that makes sense. Couple kids. Well, I'm gonna take you guys outside see if I can hear the coyotes real quick. These little sirens going by. They howl. Don't hear any coyotes. What? Probably not late enough. Don't hear any coyotes. You usually can hear them howling when the sirens go by. Trying to make it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Upload a couple of that to the Chavo J Facebook page. I will. I will for sure. 110% for sure. For sure. For sure. For sure. I kind of want to get off and make the clip, but I don't want to like leave you guys stranded. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't know how much more time Streamlab will give me. I've heard it's like 20 hours a month, but I've done like 10 hours already, which is, you know, without going premium, I don't know how much more hours I'm gonna have. That was horrible, man. My tongue is still salivating, like just pumping out saliva to try to get off the tongue. That was horrible. My neighbor, when I told him I did, he kind of doesn't understand it, but he's like, shook his head, no. He's like, that's gross. Yeah, that's gross. It's not like it's not like anybody you fucking, Trevor Jenkins like tips. Not even like I got a tip for it. I just fucking did it. What the hell? Oh Lord. There's something wrong with me big time. Anything else you guys want to see besides tongue punching lures? Anything else you want to see? Just so, how much is premium? I don't know. I haven't looked. Don't know. I don't even know what time it is here. Like, I don't have a watch on. I don't know what time it is at all. It has to be like 6 something. 6 has to be almost 6:45 maybe. Because if I start at 5:30, it's 1 hour 15 minutes later, so it's probably 6:45. Almost 7. So my dad should be coming home soon from the hunt. Try caster base it. It might. You want me to? Oh Lord, no! I'm not doing. No, you guys are gonna have to come back another time. No, hell no, hell no. Yeah, how much is your gas out? I think I just checked. Locally, it's like $3.45 for regular, $3.45 a gallon. So $3.45 a gallon. That's regular. I used to pump gas, and I used to tell people like, "You want regular unleaded?" And I said, and like, "Sure, you don't want leaded? You don't want leaded fuel?" I'm like kidding around with them. I kid around with them all the time. It's funny. Although apparently fuel used to have lead in it. I don't know. I've heard rumors, but hey, I'm innocent. I've never asked you to tongue punch. You did it. I don't know who did. I can't say you're innocent. Let me go back. Hold on a second here. Hold on a second. DTLO, true story. Get him some custom, man. It's been a dark 2.5 hours early. Yep, so I'm digging, man. I'm digging. Yeah, do it. Justin says, um, Justin says, hit it. And a bunch of laughing. And you said yummy, question mark. No, that's horrible. No, you didn't egg me on at all. That ain't bad. No, no. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna be brushing my teeth quite a bit tonight. Uh, yeah, she used to have lead in it back in the 80s. Yeah. 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 So did everything else. Paint, everything had lead. Then all of a sudden people freak out about lead, and you know what us fishermen do? When we make lead weights, sometimes we hold a lead weight in our mouth because we have to have extra hand. I mean, my science teacher always told us, don't touch lead, you can't touch it. So the next day I brought in a box, fishing box full of lead, and what I did is I put it all in my hands, touched it all, and the teacher's like, kind of made fun of her because she's telling us, don't touch this poisonous, and I just touched it all and it's fine. But sorry. I grew up touching it. Fuel in other countries is still sometimes leaded. Yeah. 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 Those kids are still out there beating on those drums. Man, I got a lot of stuff to put away. Let me see what else I can find for you guys. And I gotta put all the coats back. Got a little fur cone. I don't know why you guys want to look at this, but a fur cone. One of the metal ones. I don't know what to show you guys. I don't know. Let me go. I run out of stuff. Too many live feeds in a row. You know what I mean? I can run out of stuff. Oh, so I just want to say, that's right. So the Lauren pack basket, right? I'm getting the Lauren pack basket. And if you go to Bushcraft, what is it? Bushcraft, Mountain Bushcraft Alliance. That's right. Mountain Bushcrafter Alliance on YouTube. He has plenty of videos on it, and he's the one that sent me over there, and or he's the one that saw it, and I decided to buy it based on his stuff. So he's a good dude. Go follow him. There's a lot of music stuff. Once I hit 100 subs, I'm gonna start doing lives off stream. You have to have 100 subs, really? I didn't know that. Need to look you up, GT. Yeah. I know I was on Boxy's Live. When it all started, I went on to Boxy's Live, I think, and followed a bunch of people, and then people followed me up there, and then that's kind of how it all started. But so it's kind of like that. Do you go to any conventions? Me? The only ones that are around here, I don't, because the ones that are around here are like Eastern Oregon. They're 4 or 5 hours away, and the next best one would be Idaho, which is even further away. So there's really nothing around here besides like a Pacific Northwest Sportsman Show, which is like a fishing expo, hunting expo. So there's stuff like that I go to every year, which is January 16th through the 22nd in Portland, Oregon at the Expo Center. It's a big event. They have like over 700 vendors there. So I go to that every year. And believe it or not, I go pretty much go there every year just to see one of the companies that I'm not sponsored by them. I just talk to them. I'm pretty good friends with them. But I go there every year to see them. So I spend like however much, I can't remember how much it was just to go there to see them. But yeah, that's where I go. I wish I went to conventions. I wish I could go to some around here. They just don't do them around here. Only the people that I would want to see at the conventions are like Dunlap, stuff like that. But they don't do real far out west because they're in Michigan, so they can't go out very far west. But definitely would like to see them one time. I have a friend that went to conventions and said they're pretty good, but you're looking at all my money in the background in here in traps. So, I mean, I can't go to them. I don't have the money to go fly out there every time. Now, if someone said, "Oh, like Kukri did, hey, I got a plane sitting at the Hillsborough Airport, which is about 2 miles down the road here. If you want to come to a convention, I'll be like, heck yeah, let's go. I mean, I live 2 miles from a big airport, so semi-big airport. Private jets and stuff fly out of there and stuff like that. None of the big like commercial airliners though. I don't have to. I just think that's a good number. It's my goal. Oh, 100. Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good goal. Yeah. I really don't have a goal for subscribers. I just, people, they'll come in as they please. And like, I'm not in it for the money. I'm not in it for YouTube fame. I'm just in it to have fun, something to do, keep my mind off things, help you guys out if I can. Basically, we can all learn together. You know what I mean? Like, we can learn together and further our knowledge together. I'm no expert. I'll never be an expert because I'm not the guys running 7,000-8,000 traps every year, But we can learn together, and that's all I can ask. I'm not sponsored by anybody in the fishing or I am in the fishing industry. Nobody in the trapping industry. So don't push any trapping products on you guys that I'm getting paid for or commission from, or I'm getting free products from. So I don't have any commissions from anybody. So but I show you what I use. I mean, what works. And a lot of the sheet traps is new this year, but and then the Trapper J stuff new this year, and then some of the trailing scents are new, but that's about it. All the other stuff I've used it last season. I used a lot of last year. I kind of went Hail Mary on all the different scents. I bought all kinds of scents. I started buying all kinds of muskrat scents, all kinds of stuff. Just seeing what would work. I used all kinds of things. Me too, man. I'm just here to pass along what little I know. Exactly. I always say the second you stop learning, or the second you think you know everything, is the second you stop learning. So the second you get cocky and like, oh, I know everything, is the second you know nothing, because everything else, when you think you know everything else is going to proceed and advance while you think you know everything in the same spot. Everything's going to pull away from you. You're going to end up knowing very old knowledge and stuff that's outdated. So never think you know everything. Always keep learning, basically, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. But I know people that are like, oh, I know how to do this. They know everything. They're trying to give everybody all the answers. Unless if you are a professional trapper, and even professional trappers don't claim they know everything. They are adapting all the time and learning, right? That's what makes them so good. That's you. Second you know everything, second you know nothing. Because when you think you know everything and you stop learning, everything else is going to advance, and you're going to be stuck in that little hole where you thought you know everything, and next thing you know, there's going to be all kinds of new stuff out there, and you're going to be like, when did they come out with that? When did they come out with that? And you're going to look like the fool in the end. So never stop learning. You even watch Dunlap. You tell people, I don't know everything, but what I do know, I'll help you with. Like, when he replies to people on Facebook, you're like, no, I'm not an expert. I'm not the best at it. Or that's what it says sometimes. I'm not the best at it, but you know what? I'll tell you what I would do and how I can help you. So Dunlap's very humble in that sense. He doesn't brag it up like he knows everything. Now, let's say you go in there and try to tell them, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that. You know, it would be better if you did this or all that stuff. You could be like, you know, it's not like it's my first time, you know, but he's not going to sit there and be like, I'm the best at it, best to ever do it. I'm better than all the other guys out there. You know, he's not going to be like that. He's pretty humble. No problem. Question for the room. Do you think daily videos is too much? I have a lot of free time daily lately, and I'm thinking about making a video. See, I started up daily videos, and then now I'm doing every once in a while, or maybe twice a week if I can. But for me, my problem is I ran out of same stuff video. So I was like, you know, like ordering stuff, trying to get stuff in. I'm just trying to figure out something to video because I ran out. I got all kinds of scents. I've gone through like 6 or 7 different scents already on videos. Running out of ideas. It's just kind of scary because I still have 6 weeks or roughly till trap season. And if I was going to put a video out every day for 6 weeks, that's a lot of stuff I need to video on. Or a lot of money, a lot of stuff I need to order. So make videos on. So I want to do every day. I do maybe best thing I'll give. I did every day and I kind of regret it. I wish I did once a week or twice a week. But now since I do it every day, I got to wean. Basically, I need to slowly get people used to me uploading a little less. Because if I keep uploading, then they're going to expect something every day, and then they're going to get kind of frustrated when I don't upload. That makes sense. If I build a following up uploading every day. Does that make sense? Hopefully it did. Yep, we got to stay humble for sure. Yep. Not sure if I'd do daily or not myself. See, once or twice a week is good. You don't want to post so much that you bore people. You know, or you post so much, then you're like, oh, he's uploads every day. I'm gonna go subscribe to him for everyday videos. And then you slow down, and they're like, well, what the hell? And they're gonna unsubscribe from you. Then then you're in a position where they're not happy with you. So I kind of went every day, and I'm slowly weaning off. I got a video today. I got a video I think Thursday to upload. I know I think Thursday there's another video on my fermented raccoon bait. That's like a part 2. So. You can tell them right now, I think I'm doing part 2 on the coon bait or fermented corn stuff. So it's got to kind of keep yourself busy, try to come up with stuff. I do trapping demo video, do some trapping demo videos like different sets. See, I have a backyard I've done it in. I make a set and try to do stuff, and then what it ends up happening is the dirt's not deep enough, so the sand's sitting out like that far, and it's just not. It looks funky, and I'm just like, gosh, I don't know. It's hard to do it when in a backyard. So, and then I don't want to be known as the guy, oh, well, he's just doing everything in his garage in his backyard. He's never putting, trapping content out. So I don't want to be known as that guy either. I make one once in a while. Well, here is all. Yeah. And that once in a while is fine. Because the more you do it, the more people expect from you. They expect consistency. I'm thinking 2 times a week would be best. Yeah. Yep. Thanks. Yes, thanks for yeah. So 2 times a week would be good. But that gives you the opportunity to post more or wean off a little and do 1 time a week or once every 2 weeks. I started with every day. So then therefore I've slowly worked people into slowly letting off of thinking I'm doing it every day because I'm running out of stuff. And I can do demos, but in the backyard in a sand pit, it's not the best. I'd have to dig it out, do all kinds of stuff, and it just kind of turns into a mess. And I want to keep the credibility of the channel. That's basically what I'm saying. I don't want to start talking about stuff and then being like, and people are like, well, I don't see what you're talking about. Then I have to redo it 7 times. So I'll wait till I'm out in the field doing it, and then I'll start doing like film myself, putting the set in, putting the stakes in, pounding it in, doing everything that way. And then you'll see more of my how-to videos and more how I do it. Not necessarily how-to because, well, it is a how-to, but how I do it because I do it a little bit different than everybody else. I kind of do it my own way, my own fashion, my own way of trapping, and I do it a little bit different than everybody else. So, yeah, I'm one of those people that if the norm is one way, I'm going to try to figure out a better way. If everybody thinks this is the best way, I'm going to try to mess around and figure out what is the better way to do it. What is a trick to do it? Like the Conibear stands or the Blyles. Everyone says they don't fit on stands, but I found a way they do, and I mean, it works better the way I found. It's better that they don't just sit and wobble on there. It's better that they're real stiff, so they go right in the ground and they stand there real stiff. So when the animal goes through it, they get caught. A stiff trigger, so it's stiff, so it fires quick and it hits them, right? And So you don't have to worry about like the trap moving and they get spooked out the trap from wiggling, all this other stuff. Because you watch some of the videos out there and they put the beaver trap there, it goes up, sniffs all around. If let's say they sniff a thing and it starts moving, starts bouncing on their nose, they're gonna go away. If it's stiff there, they push on it, it's fine. Push on it, it's fine, right? Then they go through it, and then it fires, and then it's loose, and they can get bounced around or whatever they do. But you want it stiff when they go through it, but you want it to be able to bounce off. And that's what happens with the Belials. They are so stiff on there, it fires, bounces off, or whatever, and catches them. That's when they can fall off the stand. So it works great, in my opinion, better than it would if there's just a loose trigger or loose stand and loose trap. Can't blame it. Demos are kind of hit or miss, yeah. I mean, if someone wants to fly me out somewhere and do something, I'll do them, but I don't have the money to fly on a commercial airplane places. So I have friends that have airplanes, but they're not going to fly halfway across the country in their little Cessnas and little private airplanes. You know what I mean? They fly locally, and that's about it. But that's kind of my idea on that, but my thought process. I know when we go to 330s, we do a lot of deep runs with them. I don't know how many I'm going to video. I'll end up having video my brother put them in because I don't do a lot of the water sets, but I do around the water's edge, stuff like that. So you will end up seeing me do some stuff, but a lot of it my brother will do and my dad will do. So we'll all work together on setting stuff out. So I got to get off. My dad's here, but we're done hunting. So I'll get off, guys, and I'll go back and video it. Me tongue punching Trapper Jay's lure. Oh my gosh. Have a good one, guys. Bye.